Welcome back to STL Live. I'm Raynah Rey, and we're back with Rachel Cramsey and Toni Jordan. We were just talking about some of the ways that the organization helps. And one of them is that you have women really look at the issues, take accountability. So let's talk a little bit about what it looks like when a woman comes to you.
Well, their first point of contact will always be Toni, or the role of the Women's Support Coordinator. It's in our mission to work with families to interrupt the cycle of incarceration, and we really believe in this peer support model in order to do that. We think there's certainly a place for professionals and folks who have a certain background in counseling or what have you, but our agency has always relied on the value of that personal history and being able to really talk to someone and say, I've been where you've been, and to provide hope from that lens. So, we have we've branched and grown in a couple of ways. So we still have our Tuesday evening support group every Tuesday, 6:30 to 8 p.m., and that continues to be our anchor program. Every week, Toni is in the Clayton County Jail. She is in, twice a month, she is in the Medium Security Institute on Hall Street. And then once a month, she goes to the Vandalia prison for a reentry class with women who are getting ready to come home. And the point of all of those is to make initial contact with everyone before they get out so that they know we're already here, we have this support system, and you are welcome. You don't need a referral. Our doors are never closed to you. And she's available, to meet with people one-on-one. If that idea of a support group yet is a little intimidating, or if they just want to talk about concerns they have coming home, issues with their families that they want to work through. I think at some point it became obvious that when you're working with women who have been impacted by incarceration, they're not impacted alone. Many of them are the primary caregiver and financial support for minor children. And when a woman goes to prison, that family feels that loss, both financially and emotionally. So we have a therapist who is able to work with children who are struggling a bit with behaviors at home, at school. They don't really know what to do with maybe the blame or the guilt they feel. And then in addition, we take a monthly bus trip, to the Vandalia Women's Prison. And that's free to the families. All we need for them to engage is a letter from mom writing us from prison, telling us who family is, who the caregiver is, how we contact them. And then from there, I or Toni or another staff member will reach out to them, and we'll get them on the bus. And that's been pretty pivotal to offer that face-to-face interaction, so that kids really get that one-on-one time with mom, and vice versa.
Toni, having been one of these women, how important is it that your children get the opportunity that Let's Start provides for children?
It was very important. My children did take advantage of counseling, therapeutic services, and everything, because I wanted to, I was apologetic for the things that I'd done, accountable, was taking responsibility, but I wanted us to move past that. So I had one daughter who was struggling with a little anger and resentment with me with that. That was a struggle. So we did get a lot of one-on-one time, family home visits, and everything from Let's Start free, that it helped us to have a better relationship still today. We still have our in and outs and whatever, but
that's
motherhood.
That's
right.
Motherhood.
But my daughter and I have a better relationship, as well as my other daughters. I have 5 daughters, so it helped us in that way to have and build a family. I came back really afraid of, are they going to accept me as a mom? My 9-year-old was 9 when I left. She was 12. She had took on that mother role. So right, I'm finna come and interrupt after living a life of not being there for them in the past. But now I'm finna come back. Okay, mom's back. So I was really afraid, but I was very well welcomed in, and things worked out.
I know I heard this before, but let me hear you tell me again. What is the cost of the services that you offer to these women?
Free. So we apply for grants, and I am happy to say, a lot of community supporters who make donations. And when they hear what we're trying to do for the whole family, they get pretty energized behind that idea. So our goal, because we already know these families are strapped enough, we don't want to add to that. We want them to get the services, to be able to focus on their families. So to the families, the bus trips, the therapy, the support groups, no charge to them.
And Toni, who can use these services?
Any woman who, we support any woman, whether you have trying to recover from a drug addiction, transitioning from the county jail, medium security institute, or Vandalia. We just want people to come, because it's a women's support group. So we have people in the circle who just come there to support us, as well as anybody that's looking to be around other recovering women, just recovering from anything. It could be cancer or whatever, but we know that you have been through something that have took a hold of you. So, I welcome any woman, but most definitely those that have been incarcerated, struggling with an addiction.
Thank you so much to both of you for being here today. It's amazing work what you're doing.
Thank
Please
you.
keep it up. Let's Start's third annual Gospel Brunch is April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. located at 1408 South 10th Street. Let's Start's Tuesday support group is on Tuesday nights from 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the same location. For more information, call 314-241-2324 or email Toni at letsstart.org. There's more STL Live after this. Stay with us.